I can smell your breath from here.
Really?
Welcome to Requiem for a Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Adam Pecora here with Justice.
Holla.
Great. What an introduction. We're going to be talking Pitchfork, I guess, because neither of us did anything in the last week but that. So that's all we got.
It's true. It'll be a good recap. I feel like it'll be nice and, fleshed out.
Short and with not a lot to say. Okay. First, let me do the plugs. Rate, review, and subscribe to Requiem for a Tuesday on any and all platforms. You got Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Podbean, whatever. Go
All
do
of
it. Yeah, do it all. Help me out.
All of them.
Smash that like button. Check out the merch, rfat.bigcartel.com. Good stuff. You got some of that stuff. What do you think of it?
I use my coasters all the time.
Great.
I use my tote bag all the time.
Love to hear it.
Bigcartel.com.
You guys could be using those things all the time. Or some of the time.
Requiem for a Tuesday.
Or not at all. Just give me your money.
No, just go check it out. Download it.
There's a YouTube channel with a couple video goodies on there. You can check out the music. Multiplex and Wolfx.
Skydiving or skinny dipping, multiplex is the move.
That's right. Chef Juice, new music coming soon. Be on the lookout.
We're going to make pins of each letter of the word marathon.
And Justice thinks we're going to make it into the Museum of Contemporary Art.
That's first.
Yeah, great. Can't wait for that. I'm sure the people are very excited for that picture. Should be sick. Check out Justice's show, Microwave Minutes, as well.
Yeah. It's going really well.
Is it?
Yep.
Great. The show's not. So
great reviews.
Plug me on your show so I can get popular. And I think that's it. Follow us on Instagram at whatever they are. You don't care. Everything's linked in the description below. Let's move on.
How you feel?
I was pretty exhausted this morning. My commute home made me so angry that I'm pretty fired up right now, so I'm back.
Good.
Might be tired again tomorrow. Might even out that way, you know. But I was beat. Questlove on Saturday really got me fucked up.
In a good way?
Well, I was just up till 3.
Cool.
I didn't leave Sleeping Village till 2:30 in the morning. Anyway, so Pitchfork Music Festival, ladies and gentlemen. Chicago, Illinois, annual event. Union Park, you're breathing so hard with your nose directly into the microphone. And you have been for like a little bit, and it's like, does he not even hear that? Like, you have headphones on, and you're just like, man, it's good to be alive. You're just...
I don't know. I don't know if I can help it with this microphone.
You just, you had it angled directly into your nostrils. I think it's pretty easy to avoid. We're leaving it in because that's embarrassing. Anyway, a few blocks from the United Center, a palace. You like the United Center?
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful arena. Well, you have to hold it by your mouth, too. You can't be self-conscious about it. Just don't breathe into it.
All right.
Good stuff. Anyway, United Center, wonderful place. John Mulaney was there.
With Hannibal.
All weekend. Oh, was Hannibal running back and forth?
Yeah.
Ah, that makes sense.
What a spectacular performance from Hannibal Buress this past weekend.
At the Roots or at the DJ tent?
Just all around.
He was a busy guy. He was a busy... I heard the DJ set was terrible, but I saw him standing outside.
Yeah.
And I didn't bother him.
Yeah.
Because who wants to be bothered. Nobody. Nobody's like, hey, somebody bother me, negative word.
In any fashion? You didn't even say, hey, good set?
I didn't see the set. Would have been disingenuous.
That's true. I don't know what else you would have said anyway.
I would have just been like, Hannibal! And he would have been like, yep, thanks for yelling, making everybody look,
Yeah.
There's no good way. I tried to nod at him when he drove by on a cart. Don't know if he noticed. So, exciting stuff happening. Oh, did you see that guy get naked?
No. What day was that?
Oh, dude, that was crazy.
When?
That was on Saturday, too, I think. Shut the fuck up, Dexter. God damn it. Everybody's pissing me off. You guys hear the cat? I don't know if the cat comes all the way through onto the microphone, but don't be yelling. There's a cat yelling at me. It's terrible. Anyway, we were just standing like off to the side of the green stage, and this dude I think he only had like shorts on. He was like shirtless anyway, but he just took those pretty little boys off, and he just started like fist pumping super hard. And he was going crazy, and then like it took like 11 people to stop him. I think he was on PCP.
Whoa.
People on PCP get naked, I think, right?
I'm sure.
Yeah.
In that setting too?
And he was a pretty big dude. He was like 6'3" and like muscular. Real broy. But
PCP.
Yeah. And he was like shaking him off, and it was one of those things where it was like, oh, they got him. And it was like, no, he broke free, But then they got him. It didn't last very long.
That's a large group of people to get one guy down.
Well, eventually, like, actual police came, I think.
Whoa.
Because you know how they're posted up on, like, Madison or whatever? Yeah, the security couldn't get him.
You watched this happen?
Yeah, it was like right in front of me. He got naked
Whoa.
like directly behind where we were standing, I guess.
I'm sorry, for which set?
I don't remember. I just remember dong. I don't know. It was between sets, and we were about to go see somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It wasn't important. I didn't eat the whole time. That was great. It was great to not spend any money there. I didn't spend a dime inside of that place.
Congrats.
I ate the first day because I got there the earliest, but at the Philadelphia cream cheese tent where they were giving away snacks.
What were the snacks?
You didn't go?
No.
Oh, you fucked up, son. You fucked up real bad. So here were your choices. You could get a bagel and cream cheese. Now, it's not a real bagel before you get excited. It's like a pack, and you pull the pack, and there's like a cup of little bagel chips that are like little circled things.
Yeah.
And then it's like dipping cream cheese. And that was awesome. Although on the second day, it was strawberry cream cheese. Not great. First day, it was everything chive or something like that. One of the two. Or you could get cheesecake and sauce. And that was the combo. It was just like a bed of cheesecake and then like a little sauce.
Whoa.
And you could get like caramel or like there was like a couple fruit ones.
That's two of the most delicious meals.
I know. Two of my favorite dessert and one of my favorite breakfasts.
Seriously.
So I got both right away. I was like, can I just get both? She was like, yeah, I don't care. We're giving these away all weekend.
Amazing.
And it was great. So I didn't have to eat. And plus, 5 fucking people I knew had VIP passes, so I didn't buy any drinks because everybody just kept going and getting free drinks and bringing them back.
That's amazing.
So it just went fantastic.
Amazing.
Except for bad, not good dropping out. Fucking Canadians, man. You can't trust them.
It made me feel better about going later on Sunday because I didn't miss their set, but I agree.
Yeah. Well, I just did go later. I was like, fuck this.
Yeah. Sunday was the best day.
No doubt. Well, Friday rained like a motherfucker. It was horrible.
We didn't go until after it rained.
We had ponchos on,
But they
and
were
we
in the
were
rain.
still like, we got to get under a tent. It just
Yeah.
got so heavy for a minute
Yeah.
that it was like, okay, this is pretty just miserable.
Right.
Felt like I was in England. Don't ever want to be there.
I'd be down for it.
Fuck them. Yeah, I'd be down for it, but I'd be one-upping everybody. I'd probably get my ass kicked there. I wouldn't have any respect for them at all. You know why? Because I don't respect them. They're losers. By definition. You know?
I get it. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I just can't. You know?
I get that angle.
Same thing with the Frenchies.
But you would definitely get your ass
Frenchies
kicked.
are all fuck Americans. It's like you wouldn't even exist.
I don't.
If Big Daddy didn't come bail y'all out, okay? Face facts. Fuck Europe, dude.
I don't know those facts.
Europe's a bunch of pussies. What do you mean? You don't know about World War II? You're not familiar?
Were we allies with Europe?
No, we were allies with Germany. And the Nazis won. Duh. What the fuck kind of question is that?
I don't have any facts. I don't have any facts about World War II right now.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a pretty I don't think we have to dispute who won. I think we know. Are you a Holocaust denier?
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think we've just discovered
no.
something on the show. Justice is like, man, that Ted Kennedy is real smart. Is that the one? I don't even know.
I don't think so.
There's one of them's a big anti-vax guy.
One of the Kennedys?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not sure.
but it's also because the vaccine fucked him up. So it's kind of fair, almost.
You like nerve damage or something?
I think so. But, whatever. Who doesn't have nerve damage? You know what I mean? You don't have sciatica?
No.
I feel like I do, but I don't know. Along with my plantar fasciitis, however you say it.
Do you got like a foot roller?
No.
Do any kind of foot exercises?
I should, but I don't. I also think that there might just be a tiny fracture in my foot that's been there for like 10 years that just keeps getting worse slowly.
Which foot?
My right one.
Damn.
It hurts a lot of the time, but not a lot of pain. That's why I don't do anything about it.
Yeah. So
What do you got?
I don't know how we got from World War II to your plantar fasciitis.
Welcome to a podcast, buddy. This is how it's done.
Word. I respect that.
That's magic.
Yeah. It's impressive.
Did you see Bruno Mars was bartending in Chicago this weekend or last weekend? This weekend, yeah.
Bruno Mars?
Like on Friday night.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fun.
Or it was a really convincing lookalike. I didn't read too much into it. I just saw like a little video.
Probably a deep fake.
Because of the angle, I don't think so. I think it was just it was either a double or that was him.
Dude, no way. That's awesome.
It looked like him. The dude was short. So
is Bruno Mars short? I don't think so.
he's like 5'3".
Oh, I didn't know
He's
that.
like criminally short.
That's kind of funny.
He's lady sized.
That fits his character, honestly.
You know how mad I was on the bus today?
When you found out that Bruno Mars was bartending?
No. This just somehow reminded me of that, but I don't even remember the connection already.
I would think about that for days.
But I
after.
was, yeah. Well, I was just real mad on the bus. And I was just like making up scenarios in which I could be mean to somebody on the bus for fun, you know? So I was like, what would somebody say that would get me riled up? And it was like a chick asking me for my seat, and I'd be like, no, I believe in equality. That's it. That would be my clever response.
Knocking them dead, you know.
Yeah, I thought it would land better. What can you do? Leaving it in.
There's no. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, don't dwell on it. Come on, get us out of it. You look like Klay Thompson right now. I don't know why.
I don't know who that is.
That's embarrassing.
How was Saturday for you?
I went to Mr. Beef where they filmed The Bear.
Yeah, I saw. That looks amazing.
The beef was so-so.
Really?
It's no Johnny's. Portillo's is probably better. Also. But it was good.
Where's Johnny's?
Johnny's is out in fucking Highland Park, I believe. No, not Highland Park. Rest in peace. What is the one? I don't know. It's by River Grove and all that shit. I don't know exactly which neighborhood it's in, but it's off North Avenue.
Mm-hmm.
There's also one in Arlington Heights that's almost equally as good.
Johnny's.
Correct.
Got it.
Excellent Italian ice. The sausage also is arguably better than the beef, and the beef is excellent. But the sausage is unbelievable, so get the combo if you're ever there.
I would go for the combo.
The
for
fries
sure.
aren't great, so I recommend get a combo and an icy. Or Italian ice. Sorry, not an icy. The Italian ice is unreal. It's somehow like creamy. It's like this is just ice. It doesn't make any sense.
Delicious.
Yeah, fantastic.
That sounds like an explosion of flavor.
Yeah. But the place was cool. I mean, the dining room is just one big fucking picnic table, like Oktoberfest.
Whoa.
Yeah. So that was kind of whack.
Was it crowded?
No, there was like a family in there. But I don't know. It was cool. It's good to see it. I fucking heard like 3 people talking about the show. It was the only reason they were there. Like everybody that was in there at least mentioned it.
So they're...
Except me, because I ain't no pussy boy. You know what I mean? I'm aware that it's part of the show. I don't need to ask any questions. You know, I pony up, put my cash down. You know, I come prepared. I'm not one of these people. Oh, are you cash only? I know they're cash only. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I hate people that walk into a place. There's signs everywhere.
They're like, oh, are you cash only?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's bullshit.
It's not nice. Always try to carry cash.
Did you see the Clerks 3 trailer?
No.
Really? It looks surprisingly good. Knock on wood. I'm hopeful. But, I mean, well, did you see Jay and Silent Bob Reboot? That's not a wireless charger also. You ask every time. Did you see Jay and Silent Bob Reboot?
No.
That movie was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, terrible. Like, embarrassing. So was Yoga Hosers. I mean, Yoga Hosers was embarrassing.
I don't know what Yoga Hosers is either.
He, like, made it just so his kid could star in a movie.
Oh.
And it's awful. It's absolutely just, like, atrocious. But I love Tusk. You know? Still waiting on Moose Jaws. Anyway. The Clerks 3 trailer. It seems like it's a little bit of a return to form. It seems like there's way more money behind it. Because also his last, like, 5 movies are getting funded by, like, who the fuck even knows? You know? They're, like, not being released by studios. They're barely even coming out. And it's like, who is this production company? Where are you? You know what I mean? This one's, like, back as, like, a regular movie. So that's a good sign. Like, the quality just seems better. But the premise is essentially Dante. So at the end of Clerks 2, Dante and Randall, they buy the Quick Stop. And so now they're basically going to be Kevin Smith, and they're going to make Clerks in the movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that sounds really fun. That sounds like something he would really be good at writing, you know?
Right.
But there's like really goofy shit even in the trailer. Like Jay and Silent Bob are smoking a doobie like the size of like like a yoga mat. And it's like that in no scenario were jokes like these ever funny. You know? Like when they do that shit in Cheech and Chong, I don't get that. I don't get it. You know? Yeah, the joint's big. Ha ha. Oh, they like weed. Like, yeah, we know, you know? It's just silly. I've never understood those jokes. So we'll see. But Jay and Silent Bob kind of sucked in Clerks 2 anyway. They had no real reason to be there, and they did like that weird like Jesus thing. You know?
I don't remember liking it.
The movie at all.
Yeah.
It's better than you remember.
Yeah.
But it's not nearly as good as the first one. I mean, of course.
Yeah. I don't understand those bits either. Like in the Cheech and Chong, and in this, for it to be in the trailer, just is like, look at how vulgar we can be, and it's like entertaining, but it's just like kind of silly.
It's like that's not even vulgar though. It's just childish.
I think on screen it is.
Why?
To be able to do that, and I don't know.
It's just weed.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or maybe the Mormons will be upset.
Yeah, maybe.
Or whatever. Can you smoke weed? No, you can't smoke weed.
As a Mormon, I don't think so.
Okay. Can you smoke weed as a witness?
No.
Really?
No.
You can't do anything. Can you drink?
Yes.
Okay. So is that the big difference between Mormons and witnesses?
I don't think so.
No? There's a lot of differences? I consider them one and the same.
Mormons and Jehovah's Witnesses?
Yeah.
I think they're close to each other than other religions, right?
Yeah.
But not...
They're both just nuts, is basically my correlation. And they both won't fucking stop going door to door trying to get people to do shit. Except the Mormons go door to door in Africa and shit, which is psycho.
They do that too. I guess
the
they
witnesses?
Really are. Yeah, I guess they are.
They got the same
similar.
uniform.
A suit and tie thing.
Just like a white shirt tucked in, and they're riding
Right.
bicycles. Get a car, you know? Like, you're not Amish. You can drive a car.
They're fit. You know, they're trying to say fit.
But they're usually, like, thick. They're, like, baseball thick, but not because they're athletic, just because they're chunky. A lot of Mormons and whoever the guys are going door to door, whatever you want to call them that I see, they always got real thick asses. They got that, like, what is that called? Like, office ass or something? There's a term for that when you just got a donk.
An office ass.
I'm going to Google office ass. You got a vamp for me. Tell the people a joke.
There was some office ass the other day. I was at the park, just kind of, minding my own business, reading my book, and then I saw some true office ass. What would you even begin to Google? Like, what is tough butt look like?
Apparently, office ass is a woman who you only find attractive because you're trapped in the confines of your job. So, not quite what I was anticipating. But here's a headline: sit at a desk all day. Apparently, office ass is a very real thing. So, I don't know. Office ass is ruining your hard work at the gym. Get rid of your office butt. So that's a thing. But I think this means that it's flat from sitting. So it's the opposite of what I'm saying. But there's a term for just getting fat because you're sitting. I don't know what it is. Now, I suppose that's technically true for everybody that's fat. You know, I'm fat because I'm sitting too much, but I'm not sitting at a desk all day munching. I don't eat at work ever. Really, it depends. It'd have to be a pretty rough day for me to grab something. Like, I'd have to be really hungry, you know what I mean? And even then, I'm getting like a bean taco from Taco Bell because it's like 90 cents or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So my point is, there's a term for those Dorito people, you know? And Doritos are rough. I mean, like, don't buy Doritos and bring them around me because that bag will be gone.
Cool Ranch or nacho cheese?
Both. Now, I like to dip especially the Cool Ranch, but nacho cheese is fine too, in the Frito cheese dip. You ever have that?
That's rough stuff.
You put the Doritos in there? Ooh, baby. That's how I grew up. That's why I've been fat the whole time. I was eating that when I was like 8. You know?
Delicious.
Yeah, Oreos, sodas.
Wait. Have you ever dipped? You got a dipping sauce for Oreos?
No, I don't like that.
Mm.
What I do is I took it from Cartman, where you take the tops off and combine them.
Yeah.
I do that. I would dip them in milk, the caps. After I took the loose dry caps, I would dip those in milk. Then I would combine the other ones, and I would maybe dip half of that sometimes, the quadruple stuff. Because I always bought double stuff, too. So then you quadruple stuff. And then sometimes half dip quadruple stuff. Write that down, ladies and gentlemen.
That's good stuff.
There's also those white fudge covered Oreos. Those rip. Come out during wintertime.
Did you get any? You didn't spend a dime inside a Pitchfork, but they had deep fried Oreos that were pretty fire.
I bet. That's always good.
They were delicious. Didn't have a dipping sauce. That's why I asked.
I wanted to get some of those nooders.
What are the nooders?
They had like a Chinese food place, and they had nooders.
Really?
Yeah. They looked really good.
Spicy?
I assume they have both. You know, you got to have both as an option.
Were they like cheesy?
Cheesy?
Yeah, what else was on them?
Do you get a lot of Chinese food with cheese, period? Let alone on some nooders?
No.
When have you ever had cheesy nooders from a Chinese restaurant? That's one of the wildest questions I've ever been asked. No, there was no cheese on it. It looked like there was sauce and vegetables, like every other Chinese dish. You know?
Yeah. You didn't get any food, though, man.
I'm broke, son. Plus, I had some leftover John's pizza here. Came back, fired that up.
Oh, sick.
Had a stiff cocktail.
After every day?
No, I did that yesterday. On Saturday, I didn't eat because I went straight to Questlove.
Right.
But I got there at 6, so I ate before I left. And on Friday, I made this frozen breakfast pizza that I found at the grocery store. Bruh, it was incredible. It was a Denver omelet pizza, and it didn't taste like trash. You know what I mean? Like, it was actually like fresh made, then frozen.
Yeah.
And it was fire. I did a little syrup drizzle across the top, salted it a little bit. Could have used a little American cheese as a top layer to get the eggs nice, but it was good as is still.
Have you had any of the Tattooed Chef products?
No, I don't know what that is.
Oh. I get a lot of ads for them on my...
Is that like a guy, or that's just what their brand is?
That's just what their brand is. I don't know who owns it.
Okay. Well, because it would be really pretentious if someone like labeled themselves that, like...
Yeah.
Like 60% of chefs don't already have tattoos, you know?
Mm-hmm. But they have a quesadilla that kind of sounds like what you're talking about. And it would be good with some eggs on it, too. Breakfast quesadilla. Sounds delicious.
You just have to have American cheese with scrambled eggs. That's just why.
It doesn't.
That's just why it doesn't work, I think.
I feel
Like the
that.
pizza or the quesadilla, because those are weird things to have on those things. But if you did, so like a breakfast burger, that's why that works. Because you just make a McGriddle and it's a sausage patty, American cheese, and egg, and it's delicious.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm a big Benedict guy now. Isn't that really hard to make?
Hollandaise. It's
Even just the egg?
It's a very patient thing.
Isn't
It's a
it-
poached egg.
Yeah, isn't that hard to do? It's not.
I mean, it's just it's a very, you have to be focused on it, you know. It's a good.
Oh, because if you wait too long, it'll just explode?
No, it'll overcook. It'll get hard.
Oh,
rubbery.
right.
Not good.
Yeah.
Overpoached.
Well, then
egg.
it's just a fucking deviled egg.
It's a boiled egg.
Yeah.
Not nice.
Gross.
It's got to have that runny.
Yeah.
And then hollandaise is like not easy to hold. You know, it's usually made fresh,
Right.
kept only for so long.
I fucking love that shit. I like Irish Benedict.
How many different Benedicts have you had?
Only like 3.
Okay.
I mean, I've only ever ordered it, I think, at the Golden Nugget, and they only have like 5 or 6 maybe.
That's gnarly.
But it might only be 4.
I only ever get like whatever the regular one is. They always have different, like the one with spinach and the one with.
Oh, see, no. I go Irish. It's corned beef hash and potatoes
Irish
and
Benedict.
tomatoes, and like it's great.
Tomatoes.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
There might be onions. I think that's in corned beef hash, right? So, it's excellent. Now, I'm sure there's like fancy ones at places, you know. You can get like a caviar or like a salmon, but they don't have that there, you know. So, I don't
Yeah.
know. I got to go to a bougier place.
Try that good Benedict.
Oh,
bro.
dude, I'm going to an
Try that
open
good Benedict.
I'm going to an open pit restaurant in Green Bay.
An open what?
There's an open fire pit.
Where you can cook shit?
Well, that's how they cook. It's a restaurant.
Oh.
It's not like open to the public. The pit
you
is
just
just
like skewer
open.
something and like throw it in the fire.
Hey, throw a steak on there.
It's like everybody come and put something on.
So I hope that's sick. You an open pit guy?
I can't tell you the last time I've been to an open pit kitchen.
I don't think I ever have been, unless you count like a barbecue, you know, like Joe's Kansas City, because they have like a smokehouse.
That might be the last time I've been anywhere near something like that too.
Yeah.
Wait, in Toronto? No, I don't think so.
Toronto. Fuck Canada. Can't trust them.
It was good.
Did you trust them?
Yeah,
Did you?
yeah,
Big mistake.
yeah. Because our hotel room was kind of a shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Where was it? Wasn't it in a nice spot too?
No, not really. Yeah, it was a nice spot. It was
Like
definitely.
the general location, maybe not. I'm saying not the hotel itself.
We were actually across the street from like
Crack den.
kind of
Sick.
not like a park. It was a park, and there was just a bunch of that happening.
Oh, a tent city.
No,
Or not
was,
even.
There was no tents.
No
they
tents.
Kind of hanging out there.
Sick.
They were always there.
Yeah,
They were like
that's how it was at our hotel in Denver, though.
houseless
Too.
people hanging out in the park.
Don't call them houseless. They're
Homeless.
homeless. They're bums.
They say houseless now.
Yeah, because somehow it's not negative. People don't want being homeless to be negative. It's bad. It's not good.
They were chilling.
I don't care. Don't. Loitering's illegal too. You know, get the fuck out. Not
well,
at a park.
that's
I
the
understand.
thing. Like that, there was nobody kicking them out.
Well, you
know?
can't. There's no loitering at a park. You know, you can do whatever you want.
Don't they close? Don't they close?
Well,
here?
they close at dark, at least here. I mean, I doubt they're open 24 hours in a major city like that, or just anywhere.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's a wild thing to enforce, though, too.
Yeah.
Because all you would do is shoo them onto the street And then you're allowed to be on the street at any time, all the time, you know? So
Right.
it's not really a solvable problem
Mm-hmm.
in that way, at least. It's a solvable problem.
Put them all on. We need to build houses on top of golf clubs.
No, let people golf.
No.
There's plenty of land. People that say that are crazy. You ever drive anywhere? There's nothing but land. There's nothing but room. You know what I mean? There's plenty of space for everybody, at least here. You know?
Yeah.
It's not Japan. Japan's got to do that kind of. But also, seems like there's a lot of space there, too. You know? Just not in the city.
Right. And
But I
that
mean, like,
works.
go to Idaho, buddy. Nothing but land. Nobody will bother you either. You know, everybody would win. Let's take Bikini Bottom and push it somewhere else. You know, let's make a move here. No, I don't really care.
Where the homeless go right now.
I don't care. I don't care about the thing because it's not. That's a unique problem to those other places. I've been dealing with homeless people my entire life. You know, there's always homeless people here. That's not a new thing here.
Right.
The camps, I guess, are kind of, but I'm sure that that's happened in Chicago many, many times. And nobody's trying to do it in a place that's unusual. You know, they're all under bridges and shit anyway. Ain't no fucking tents going up here where anybody wants to be. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's no tents in Grant Park. Chicago PD will do something about it. You know what I mean? They don't give a fuck. So that's the one advantage we have, I guess. But like Denver sucked for that reason. I was really uncomfortable. It wasn't as bad when we went. We were just by those crackheads and the prison and the battered women's shelter. Wild hotel location. But none of those people bothered us. But the second time I went, man, crazy.
Where were you for that stay?
Same places. Like
Oh.
downtown was totally different. But then also like in we were staying in like a neighborhood instead of downtown, and out there it was just wild. Basically every open field.
Had homeless people?
And like massive amounts of tents.
Really?
Oh yeah, like 50, 60, like communities, actual ones. Like the shit you hear about in LA and stuff. It was kind of like that on a smaller scale there.
This was Denver, Colorado.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
There was meth heads everywhere. And then there was heroin addicts everywhere. Like, it was horrible. That place sucks. There's just really cheap weed. But you don't got to go to Denver to get it. So, I don't really like that city.
Whoa.
I like the art museum. That was tight. But the city, not great.
Yeah.
Not great.
We didn't really.
Shout out Buckhorn Exchange, though. I'll go there every time.
Dude.
That might be one of my favorite restaurants, period, that I've ever been to in my life.
I completely agree.
It's like a top 5 for sure.
Absolutely.
Probably 3.
That rattlesnake, though.
Yeah. That everything, dude.
It was really good.
Great spot. That's why it's been open for it's on its 3rd century.
That's impressive.
It was like 1890 something.
Really impressive. And service was impeccable.
Truly.
Comfort level was
We sat in like
premier
we sat in like fucking
lounge chairs.
Yeah, that's what I couldn't think of a good word to use, but
was
yeah, it was
magnificent.
so good.
I felt like a fucking king.
Sipping brandy, looking at Teddy Roosevelt's kills on the wall, like I was like, "Fuck yes." I'm going to plant a flag when I get outside. This country rules. You know? I was like, they're like, we killed that bison in the back. I was like, yes. That's not true. They didn't say that. But either way, you know, all that food had to be local. They're all like animals that roam the Rocky Mountains, you know? Everything on the menu.
Rattlesnake.
There's snakes there, right?
Yeah.
Rabbits. Had some rabbit.
Yep.
duck,
Yep.
boar,
Yep.
bison, of course.
What an impressive time.
What else are we? Gator? Was there gator too? I think there was gator.
I don't think so.
Something was gator. The bowl balls. Everything's great. God, I love that place.
We got the bowl balls.
They were good as fuck. I got them again when I went back.
That's amazing.
I pretty much did the same thing. We ordered a fuck ton of appetizers and everybody got an entree.
Amazing.
It was so good. God, I love eating on the road.
Peter Luger is up there too.
Yeah, I was really upset with their service though. Fuck that
Bad
guy.
service.
I ordered bacon.
We ordered bacon. We didn't get bacon, and we never asked
Oh, you
for
did
bacon.
too, right?
Yep.
And then the guy never came back.
It absolutely happened.
I locked eyes with him and he didn't do it. I mean, I guess I could have waved, but it's like, how do you not know? You Mr. Professional, Peter Luger. I've been working here for 35 years. Brooklyn ass bitch.
We were like right in the center of the room too, and we saw other people just getting their bacon.
Yeah. A table on both sides of us got bacon.
It was astounding.
It's also just like, what if I needed a fucking refill? Like, you don't even come by?
Yeah. Did we get cocktails there?
I just got like a whiskey on the rocks, a double.
Okay. I don't remember what I got to drink.
Probably the same thing.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But I remember the meal being good, but I was waiting to get more bacon, and I never did because I ate it so quickly. And I was
like, I'm not going to bite the burger. I'm just going to see if he'll be like, yo, everything all right? Which every waiter or waitress does at every restaurant. Like 3 minutes after they get the food, you circle back, make sure everything's good, that nobody needs anything, and he just never did it.
It's true.
He definitely had to have gone back to some other table at some point because he was in the room, so there's no way every single other time he was in the room it was a newly seated thing.
Right.
It was bullshit. Because now I got to go back to New York City to get a couple pieces of fucking bacon? It's bullshit.
Well, yeah, that's a good reason to go back.
Just to get some bacon?
Yeah.
If the flights go down to $20 again, we can do it in an afternoon.
I would be so game for that.
Yeah, we should have done something like that. Could have just went on a Friday, come back Saturday, just stay up all night.
It could work.
It could. I was thinking next time maybe doing like a different comedy club too.
Yeah.
Going to Gotham or something.
I don't know the other clubs, but that
Caroline's.
sounds like a good idea.
I would want to do like Gotham or Caroline's or something.
Oh, yeah. That would be a great idea. Hit them both same night.
Yeah. And I want to go to the place that has my last name in the name. The Pecora restaurant.
Oh, the Little Lamb restaurant?
Yeah, the White Sheep. That's what it's called in Italian.
Yeah, that was cool. That was by the Contemporary Art Museum.
There was a few of them, though, I remember.
The Whitney. That was by the Whitney.
Correct. Right? But there was multiple locations.
That was a great museum.
That museum sucked.
It was beautiful.
There was barely anything in it.
But it was cool. That's true. It was small. The galleries were really small.
Yeah.
But
well, there was
fun.
like 3 full floors that were like under construction, so we just came in an off season.
Yes.
But what's the other one?
That like rock formation or that park area that we went to afterwards was also really sick.
That thing was cool. That like floating it looked like it was a floating park.
Yeah.
Which maybe it was technically. It's probably buoyant.
Was it on water?
Yes.
I remember it being suspended, but not like all the way in the water.
Suspended from what? It was it was the East River.
I don't know, but I know what you're trying to say.
Or the Hudson River.
No, like
whichever river.
It looks like it's floating. That's what I get it.
Yeah, but it wasn't suspended. The sky was above it. You know? It definitely had to go into the water.
No, I don't. I think that it was like floating above it.
What?
Yeah.
Anti-gravity?
No.
What are you talking about?
Like a bridge. It was just like suspended out over the water.
Oh, it was like a boardwalk, you mean?
Yes, that's exactly. That's a better than what you were just saying before.
Oh, I thought that the bottom of it was all underwater.
No, I don't think so.
Either way, that was a cool park. Then they had that rip-off 606, which they maybe had first. Who knows? I did no research. But either way, 606 was better. Is better.
Does New York have any Pitchfork festivals, like caliber festivals?
I mean, I don't know about that, but I mean they have big ones still. But they're at like the stadiums. They're at like the baseball stadium, or you have to go to New Jersey and go to like the Giants stadium. And I mean, I'm sure they do events in Central Park, I'm sure, all the time, but no, I just don't think they have the space anywhere. So no matter what, it's not like in any really dope location. But yeah, they have music festivals there. Sure. It's just not a thing that they can really accommodate as well. It's too dense.
Who did you see on Friday?
That's a good question. Spirit of the Beehive, Parquet Courts.
Fuck yeah.
The most important two, I think. I don't know. Who was there? I already forgot. Wasn't even worth it. I'm just kidding.
I only
It
saw
was a great time.
I only saw 2 songs from Parquet Courts. 3 songs.
Oh, man. I mean, they started off a little slow. I won't even lie.
But the end was really good.
Yeah. They closed real strong. So let's see. Spirit of the Beehive. Dude, that guy looks just like me. It's crazy. Wiki. That's who I saw before. In between.
How was Wiki?
He was good, but this rain really started to kick in, so it just kind of fell off. A lot of people like bailed, and the energy was just real low because it was pouring.
How did you feel about the overall energy of the festival?
It's way more lax than it used to be.
Yeah.
The crowds used to be nuts there.
Yeah.
Like violent.
Yeah.
It's because everybody's like pansexual now. That's both kind of like the way that the types of acts that they get, that's how that culture went. So that's who the people that go are now.
I don't actually kind of know.
What do you mean?
I don't understand. But that
Like the whole androgynous crowd, that's the crowd that also likes indie music. So that's who ends up going.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why, I don't know, I feel like it used to be way more diverse, too. There used to be, like, hardcore bands, like in genre. It's obviously always been very diverse in the people that go. I've never cared about that, anyway.
Right.
But, like, you know what I mean? Now it's just like,
Indie.
yeah. And, like, here's a couple rappers, but barely. And it's, like, the ones that always go. Like, Vince was there last year, and now Earl's there this year, and No Name was here last year or 2 years ago, whatever. And then she's back.
Yeah.
Well, I saw Lil B at Pitchfork. That was lit. And the crowd was nuts. And the dudes from Trash Talk were side stage, and they were sprinting and front flipping onto everybody, and I almost broke my wrist because the dude came at me at like 30 miles an hour. He was running so fast and launched. Anyway, that's my point. It just used to be way more of a hype thing.
Yeah.
But it's a good festival to sit at. I will say that. I bet you can't do that shit at Lala. I would never want to go to Lala. It seems like a nightmare.
It does seem like a nightmare.
It's just waiting in line for everything, everywhere, always. Like you're waiting in line to walk. You know?
Yeah.
Because there's just too many people and too much ground to cover. And I would do Bonnaroo. That would be sick.
Yeah.
But we'd have to have like a van. You know?
Bonnaroo for like how many? Isn't it like
I think it's 2 weekends now, like Lala. I don't know though.
maybe for one of the weekends in a van?
In a van.
1 week in a van. Bonnaroo. Will they survive?
We'd have to get a lot of mushrooms.
I've never tried this at the beach.
Bonnaroo's not on the beach. It's in Tennessee.
Oh no.
I think, or Kentucky, some shit like that. It's definitely not on the coast of anything.
There's not even a lake for this Bonnaroo thing?
I don't think so.
There's gotta be.
Do you know of many lakes down there? I mean, there could be like a lake.
Could we bring a pool?
All the lakes are here, dude. We live by the lakes. You know, like the
Yeah.
real ones.
Yeah. They got other little things, right?
Well, I'm just saying there's not a music there's not one big enough that there's a music festival on the beach of one.
Yeah.
You know? That's my point. Like we have that on our shitty beaches. The beaches here suck also. I don't know why people are into that.
Okay. Coachella is by a beach?
No, it's in the desert. It's the
Yeah.
opposite of a beach. It's bone dry.
There's no big beach festivals? They got something in Tulum maybe?
Sure. I mean, probably. The Elites. Isn't that where Firefest was? No, I'm kidding.
Somewhere over there?
No, it wasn't in Mexico. It was in like Jamaica, or it was in one of those
Mm-hmm.
Caribbean islands. It's Caribbean, but it's Pirates of the Caribbean. Otherwise, it's Caribbean. Unless you're talking about pirates. You know?
No.
You say Pirates of the Caribbean?
I don't.
It's Pirates of the Caribbean. But it's the Caribbean. You know?
Yeah.
That bothers me.
Pirates of the Caribbean
You
or
can't-
Caribbean.
Yeah, but you can't say Pirates of the Caribbean.
It sounds weird when you say it like that.
Correct. But it's technically right.
Pirates of the Caribbean. Yes, in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Exactly right. It's like, oh, I'm a professor now.
Right.
Yeah.
The actors do not actually portray Caribbeans. They are not, in fact.
But
Caribbean.
you can't also be like, ooh, jerk chicken. I love Caribbean food. That's weird. You know? You're welcome. Anyway, I love jerk chicken. I really do.
That jerk seasoning is also good on like seafood too, right?
Yeah.
Pretty
It's
sure
good,
that's
dude. It's good on fucking
that's a good shit.
everything.
Bread.
I mean, sure.
I've tried it. It's good.
Yeah. So here's the move.
Like jerk.
Oh my
garlic
God, I
bread.
know what I'm eating for dinner.
What are you gonna have?
Avondale Tap. They have
Mhm.
excellent wings, and they come in jerk. And here's the trick. They say, you want blue cheese or ranch? And I say, neither. Give me aioli. And then you're gone. Great move.
Really?
Because Jerk, the place on Halstead in Chicago,
Yeah.
they do an aioli with it, and it's beautiful. The combination of this, like, you have to get the Jerk sauce because it comes pretty dry usually, you know? You dip it in both. That combination is insane. Because you get the sweet and the garlic from the aioli, and then you just get like the spicy, smoky flavor. Because the jerk's in the meat anyway, so it dominates, plus the sauce. Then you just get a nice little sweetener on top. Beautiful.
What are you drinking with it?
Whatever. Water.
Oh.
I mean, tonight, vodka or whiskey, I'm going to get hammered right after we're done with this. Took me 90 minutes to get home. I could have walked faster. It's really frustrating.
At what point did you realize that it would have been faster to walk?
Right away.
Oh no.
Right after I got off the Ashland bus and realized all buses going west were 15 minutes plus away. It actually also just would have been faster for me to just wait for the delayed train or wait for the super behind Milwaukee bus. Either way, I made every wrong decision, but they also fucked me by having terrible service. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, look, when we were in New York, it was Sunday morning at like 8 a.m. There's nobody out in the entire city. And as soon as you hit a platform, 2 minutes or less for every train, every time, no matter what time of day, you know?
That was true.
It goes to like 10 minutes per train after like 3 in the morning. Like, the service level is insane. Too good,
Right.
I would argue. There almost should be less trains. There's so many trains. And I'm out here waiting 35 minutes for the blue line. It's like motherfuckers got flights to catch, let alone me just trying to get home. You know, that shit goes to the fucking airport.
Yeah.
You're running 35 minutes apart? You got to be out of your fucking mind, son. That's crazy. I'm going to go to Lori's house. I'm going to crack that bitch's head open. Damn, I'm going to get arrested for that. Well, publishing it anyway. I'm kidding. Do I have to say it? I guess. Whatever. Somebody clip that.
Yeah, that's very doable.
The only way people will hear this podcast is if I go viral for threatening to kill the mayor. Hey, whatever works, baby. In it to win it. But no, I won't. Wink.
That was great. She wasn't at Pitchfork, was she?
I don't know. I'm too tall. And I am not tall. No, fuck that little penguin. She's a little goon.
You wouldn't see her as what you're
I
saying.
was never interested in that woman. Everybody was like, oh, she's gay. And I'm like, she's a cop, bro. That supersedes everything.
It's true.
And she's thugging out there. And she dresses so bad. Her fucking horrible suits. It's like, bitch, you're the mayor of Chicago. You're probably making $100 million a year through all your crazy money funneling.
And endorsements.
Get a goddamn fucking hem. You know what I mean? Call a tailor. Jesus Christ. Ellen looks better. And she's wearing like casual. You know? She should call Ellen's wardrobe people. Ellen kind of rocks those Miami Vice suits a lot too. She goes just black tee, but then blazer. Lori could rock that.
That's true. It would look a lot better than the gray suit thing.
She looks terrible. She's dressed like Michael Jordan in the 90s with his giant ass suits.
Similar designs.
Dude.
Similar.
Black dudes in the 90s bought terrible suits. Look up everybody, but also Justice specifically. Look up like the 1996 NBA draft class, and like you'll just see them in the jackets are down to their knees, and they just look terrible. And it was like that for a really long time. And nobody really knows why. Just big suits. And like the oversized tee is one thing and baggy pants is a whole, like, you know, that's all fine. But it's a suit. You know, you just look like you're wearing your dad's clothes almost. But these dudes are like 7 feet tall, some of them. So it's like these suits had to be custom made to be so big that you could put it on a moose. You know, like it's crazy. You get any results?
No, this one isn't accurate because you can't see the suits.
Here, let me see. Oh, I see what you mean. It's kind of blocked off. Well, also, you looked up NFL, and I said NBA. Big difference. Those are well, it's hard to do this while recording, but we'll find it. Anyway, maybe 96 isn't the right year. Anyway, look like 99, 2002. I don't know. Something around there. At least 20 years ago. See some wild boys doing wild things.
Specifically with their suits.
Exactly. Beating up women. Used to be able to beat up a woman and get away with it.
So did you go to any after shows on Friday?
No. No, I did not. Pitchfork was fun. Saw Justice for like 6 total minutes the whole time.
It's so true.
Who'd
Who'd you see on Saturday?
We don't need to talk about it.
We got through Friday.
Nobody cares about that. That's why I kept not talking about it.
Oh, I want to know.
I was just trying to talk about the funny things that went on, which was pretty much just that guy getting naked. And also just the general lack of security is crazy. It gets more lax and more lax every year. This year they didn't even touch you. They just had a wand. And on Sunday, didn't even have the wand. They just looked in my bag and let me in. Didn't check my pockets, period. Could have had anything in any of my pockets.
Damn.
And well, technically they didn't check them, period, other than the metal detector before, but literally just no check.
That's impressive, the amount of lax.
I mean, I should have just had like a little pint in my back pocket.
Yeah.
I could have been sipping whiskey. I mean, I thought they would have. I guess I should have realized that, at least for Sunday, that I could have done that. Because if you get a plastic bottle, you're good.
Right.
Or a glass, even. Just as long as there's no metal on it, you'd be fine.
You just put it in your butt.
Yeah. Well, you wouldn't even have to hide it. That's what I'm saying.
Not far.
Baggy shirt, you just pull your pants up.
Yep. They didn't check my fanny pack once.
They just didn't even look inside.
No, I don't think they saw it because of my shirts.
Oh, you were wearing it under your shirt?
Yep.
That's weird, but okay. Like, flex. I mean, they certainly... I don't know if anyone has ever searched a shirt pocket, but I think that would be part of a pat-down anyway, right? If there were one.
Barely. They never touch these nips, bro.
You can't touch dude nips in a pat-down anymore?
Not me.
This country's gone to hell.
So you want more security, you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When somebody could easily show up with a rifle and kill a bunch of people. That's the only reason why.
That's true.
I have no interest in more searching. The wand thing is perfect. Have metal detection all you want. There's no reason for anything else, because you don't want people to bring in alcohol just because that hurts your bottom line, because you're trying to sell booze. And
right.
You don't want people to like OD. But my point is, I'm bringing in weed, and weed's legal now here anyway. So even if you were to find that, you taking that away makes no sense. So that would be crazy. That's basically what I'm saying, is let me bring in weed and not have to hide it at all, because that makes no sense.
Right.
But yeah, just look for metal. But I also think let anybody do all the drugs they want. Somebody ODs, that's their fault. It's not a festival's fault for having it. You know? However many drugs you take is always your choice.
That's true.
Maybe not literally always. You know?
There's a shred of truth in there, I guess. Right. Not all the way.
But either way.
Never. You're never all the way right, man. Just so you know. Never.
I think I know who won World War II.
No, man. You don't know.
All right. Enlighten me, brother.
I'm not here for enlightening.
Who are you, Eddie Bravo?
No. Who is that?
I don't know. He's like one of Joe Rogan's friends, but he thinks the earth is flat, I think. Possibly for real. It's hard to tell if it's a bit, but I'm pretty sure it's straight up for real at this point. I feel like he did it as a bit so long and looked so much into it that he was like, I'm down.
Believes in it.
But I don't really know.
Me too, man.
I'm a casual listener of that.
It's impressive to think that some people believe that the earth is flat.
Who cares? My thing is like, who cares if it wasn't? What's the difference? You know? It really doesn't matter to me either way. But sure, I don't think it is, because seems like it isn't from evidence, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
But if it were, like, so? Still stuck here. You know, like, we're not going anywhere. It's not going to change anything for me in any way at all.
Yeah.
You know? It's gotten so far in that theory thing, though. Like, originally, I feel like it was just like, it's not round, it's flat. And then people had to go so far to explain so many natural phenomenons that it's now that, like, the sky is a projection and that there's, like, lights and shit, like, set up in space and stuff, like, to convince people. And it's like, there's no, like I just said, like, there's no reason to fake it. So, like, a lot of people think that the round thing is such a conspiracy. And so, like, that's where it's crazy. And it's like, you're just out of your mind.
Right.
But if you were just, like, skeptical and saying, like, maybe it's flat, I don't know. Fair. You never been to space. Now, there are pictures, but I guess you don't know if they're true. If you, like, want to toe that little line.
Yeah.
But anything to where you're like, no, I'm 100% sure that there's, like, a production going on and the sun is like a screen and all these crazy things that people... I watched a little doc on it once. It's the only reason I know this. But the extent that people have gone to where it is, it's like, oh, you're just literally convincing yourself. You know, like, all of this is so nuts and there's no evidence of any of these things.
Yeah.
They're basically just like, oh, Earth is like the Truman Show. Remember how that ended? He just opened up the sky.
Yeah.
They're like, they think that that's a real thing. And then some people there's also a syndrome where people are convinced that their life is like the Truman Show and everyone is participating in a show for them. That's like a psychological disorder that exists. So that's basically where extreme flat earthers have gone. Like, into psychosis, essentially. Like, just off a cliff.
That's insanity. That is pure insanity. To think that somebody believes that.
I agree.
For somebody to, for that to be happening.
I agree.
However large the percentages of people.
It's more than you think.
Yeah.
But it's ultimately not that many people. You know?
Yeah.
But it's more than you think. You don't want to know.
Like, I do still want to know.
Well, we'll have to save that for next time because we are out of time, buddy.
You didn't finish Pitchfork.
Sunday we were there.
I still only saw... That's the most I saw you was on Sunday.
I didn't see you at all, yeah. Other than that.
Yeah. What'd you think of Earl?
He was great.
It was a great time.
Agreed.
And then you left for Kat Von D. Did I get that name right?
Yeah, Kat Von D.
No. Kate LeBon.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was good.
What
The Roots
like?
were good. She was good.
I've never listened before.
It's like French pop.
Really?
It's good. It's like really 80s nostalgic sounding.
Cool.
Yeah, it was dope.
Gnarly.
She's like a Toro chick that were playing at the same time, but she was way better. I don't think he's that good.
Have you seen him before?
Like 5 times. Because I thought he was good in high school.
Wait, did you see him at Pitchfork before?
Yeah.
Cool.
Once or twice. Yeah, see how not interesting talking about this is? All right, so we're going to wrap it up. That's it for this week. Shout out to Justice for coming. Check out his show, Microwave Minutes, everywhere, but listen to mine instead first. And rate, review, subscribe. Check out all the things linked in the description below. But first, remember,
I are fat.
You are fat.
We are fat.
Calculator.